I'm talking about the Nairobi Metropolitan. This is Live Real Talk, and I'm your host, Feisal Kassim. And being a Mashujaa week, where we are celebrating those heroes and sheroes, yeah? Heroes and heroines, basically, but Mtani, we call them sheroes. Heroes and heroines, our founding fathers, those people who have made us to be where we are as a country, as a people, as a nation. We are celebrating those people. And tonight, we are celebrating one Aisha Dafala, the highest blood donor for as far as the female gender is concerned. She's with us in studio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But before we go into our conversation about who she is, when she started donating blood, what's her experience been like, the first time she ever donated blood, what was she like? How did she feel? What is keeping her moving and moving and moving? By the way, congratulations to our guest tonight. I'm going to tell you why I'm telling her congratulations. But before that, let's see what has been prepared by our producer, Suleiman Nechesa, about this amazing guest that we are having tonight.
Many times, I hear people lose their precious life due to not getting blood on time. I couldn't tolerate that painful situation. That's why I keep on donating blood. I have donated 64 times, and today I'll be donating my 65th time. Usually, I donate 3 times a year. This is a very simple medical practice to bestow a patient's life by donating blood. I don't know why such emotions kept on coming constantly, as if century ago my generation or knowledge were very friendly. Perhaps their soul might be inspiring me to donate the blood. As Dr. Matharu was here, Kenya needs 1 million pints of blood per year. As I donate a pint, I need you and me to make it 1 million. So my dear brothers and sisters, friends, I hope we'll be also donate blood at least once a year to save others' lives. And to tell my fellow women, when you have a sick child, tears will never save the life of a child, but blood will save. Thank you.
Thank you so much right there, Ibrahim Muhammad, for that insert. And that is our guest tonight, Miss Aisha Dafala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And thank you so much for making time for us this evening.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, Miss Aisha Dafala, who is the highest blood donor in the country for as far as the female gender is concerned. It's quite an honor for us to have you in our studio tonight. To begin with, congratulations for your recent award, recent recognition, recent acknowledgement as a Shuja in our country that you just got, and the 2020 Mashujaa Day. Congratulations in order.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How did that make you feel, finally? I mean, after how many years of blood donation, and then after donating blood at least 66 times, this is only being recognized. How did that make you feel?
Yes, I started donating when I was 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
So far I've donated 66 times in a span of 40 years.
Yeah.
So my first experience when I donated, I lost conscience. And it was in 1981. But it never, I got a break for like 5 years. Though I was called by my parents, because when I donated, I lost conscience, and my parents were called. And when we were going home, my mother asked me what I would want to eat. So I told my mother I want fish and chips. So my mother, when they bought the chips and chicken, my mother told me, "Did you have to donate for you to ask for the chips and chicken?" So they really scolded me. So I had a break. So in 1986, by then I was working with the Kenya National Assurance Company. A friend of mine called Leah, her brother had gotten an accident and he was in Mata Hospital. So she came to my office and asked me to go and donate for her brother. So we went. He was at ICU in Mata, and I went and I was tested and I could donate. So ever since 1986, I've been donating till today.
1966, you were 17 years old when you first donated, and you said the first instance when you donated the blood, it came, the first instance, the feedback you got, especially from your parents, when they asked you, did you have to donate for you to be given fish and chips? How did that make you feel? Oh, chicken and chips, sorry. How did that make you feel? Did you feel insulted? Did you feel...
Yes, I feel insulted, but I don't regret, because they took me to the hospital, and I was examined and everything was okay. It's just that, you know, to donate your first time, there are some reactions. Okay. And that was one of the reactions. But till now, I've never experienced that again.
What made you go ahead and donate that very first time when you went out to donate blood? What pushed you? What motivated you to really actually go there and donate? Because, I mean, you're having millions of people outside there who have not yet donated blood, and they kind of scared, they don't see the need. What really pushed you? What inspired you?
You see, as I mentioned earlier, my friend Leah took me and saw the brother. He was in ICU. So whenever that reflects in my mind, I feel that there's somebody somewhere who acquires blood. So that's what drives me to go and donate.
So that has been the driving factor all along for the past 17 years, for the past couple of years since you started donating blood?
Yes, and you see, when you donate, there is a card you are given, and it indicates the next day to go and donate. So when I am due, also the Kenya National Blood Transfusion, they remind me that you are almost due. So, and the way I've been seeing that a lot of people are losing life because of lack of blood. So I feel I have to go and donate.
At the age of 57, you've donated blood at least you've donated at least 66 times?
Yes.
So you're only remaining with 4 more shots to donate blood?
Yes, I said I want to stop when I'm 70 years.
You want to stop when you're 70?
I want to stop when I'm 60.
When
I want to do 70.
Oh, you want to do 70 pints of blood donation?
Yes, yes.
Is it a limit, or you can surpass that 70 pints of blood?
Yeah, you see, you can donate from at 17. You know, when I said I started donating when I was 17, I was almost turning 18. Okay. So you can donate from 18 to the age of 65. Okay. Yes. So and a female can donate 3 times in a year. A male, 4 times in a year. Yes.
So you can go beyond 70, or it's a medical requirement that you have to stick at 70? How is it?
You know, in anything you do, you need to have a time. You have to have a timeline. Yeah. So my timeline is 70.
So you have set the timeline for yourself. It's not a medical timeline that has been preset.
No.
Okay. Okay. And you're having 4 more shots to donate blood until you get to your target and your timeline. What does that make you feel? Do you think you would have achieved whatever you wanted to achieve when you started donating this blood?
Yes, because you see, as a woman, when you are expecting, you are pregnant, or when you are breastfeeding, or you are having your menses, you cannot donate. So me, whenever I'm not pregnant or I'm not breastfeeding, I normally donate. So I don't regret, because I donate when I'm due. Yes.
Kenya at least is in need of thousands and thousands of pints, at least 1 million pints a
Yes,
year
yes.
of blood.
Yes.
That is, we're talking about our country, Kenya. And thank you so much for the number of lives that you have saved by donating at least 66 pints of blood so far. And I'm asking you again, 4 more shots, and
Yes.
you are going to retire and hang boots for as far as blood donation is concerned.
Yes.
Do you think we as a people, as a nation, we have made strides for as far as blood donation is concerned?
Yeah, as I have four times to donate, but I want to leave a legacy. In fact, I've just started mobilizing Kenya to donate blood, and I would want to say that I have my son who is 25 years old, and he has donated 11 times now. So I wish if we have like 100 people who will be regular, not just somebody to donate once and to go. You have like somebody start donating, and after every 3 months you come and donate. At least we'll have more people who will be donating.
From your experience, a lot of Kenyans are afraid of donating blood, going out there and donating blood. Why do you think this is the reason? From your interactions with them, why do you think this is the reason? Why do you think they are afraid of donating this blood?
What I've realized is that people are lacking the knowledge. They don't know who is supposed to donate, how you are supposed to donate. So I would like to urge my fellow Kenyans, and I'll be starting my mobilizing, and I'll be doing some advocacy and awareness on donating blood. So I'll be telling people who is supposed to donate, how you are supposed to donate, and I'm sure at least we'll have people to donate. Some of them, they say they fear the needle. They say the needle is too big. And I'm just asking, if the needle is too big, if you have somebody who needs blood, where do you expect the blood to come from? It needs to come from a human being. So the big needles, we have to face them. However.
Besides your experience the first time when you donated blood and you passed out, have you had any other horrible experience since in this 66 times of donation? Have you had any other horrible experience?
No, I haven't. Though, you know, when you want to donate, there is a questionnaire you're supposed to fill, and there are some questions. If you are not, you don't meet the questions right, you cannot donate, because we have like the weight. If you are on, you are having some, like if you have fainted, there's question: have you fainted? Are you in any drugs? There are some questions, several questions. So if the questions are not right, you cannot donate. So I think also sometime you need to know when is the best time for you to donate. Because me, like now, I've been donating. I normally donate in the morning hours. And you see, the first time I donated, it was around 2:33 p.m. So you can imagine the sun was too short, it's too hot, and there was that also peer pressure, the excitement, so you can imagine.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Otherwise, there's nothing which has happened since I've started donating. I've continued donating.
We are going to talk about your best experience. We're going to talk about what you think could be done for as far as policy making about this blood donation is concerned. But again, I'm looking at online viewers. I'm looking at Yahya Yusuf, Nuradi Ibrahim, Nishwangai, among many others who are complaining about the lack of sound, and this will force us to go for a very short break just to face this technical problem. But don't you go anywhere. We are going to be back with Aisha Dafala as we are talking about blood donation and celebrating her and her achievements, what she has done for us as far as blood donation is concerned. Please don't you go away. I'm your host, Feisal, Kassim, and this is Live Real Talk.
Verse of the day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم.
The unfolding truth.
Islamic literature,
yes,
they did not even agree with him, and
yes,
that's why they tried to kill him.
They tried to kill him.
That aside, let's come back
Not
here.
even tried, they finally did so.
You say they killed him?
Yes.
We'll revisit that.
What do you really know about Islam? Is it Allah? Is it Jehovah or Yahweh?
All belong to one God.
Join us as we clear the misconceptions in religion on Horizon TV. La kutafakari.
Hatupendani. Mahaba yetu yako katika nini? Leo ukimwona mtu yompenda mwenzake sana, wallahi kabila moja. Ukiona wapendana sana, watoka kijiji kimoja. Ukiona wapendana sana, basi wanapenda vitu moja moja. Yani kuna vitu wameshirikiana katika mapenzi ya hivyo vitu. Leo angalia hata katika harusi. Angalia katika janaza. Pafe mtu hapa leo. Akifa Mdigo wa Digo ndio wengi. Akifa Msomali wa Somali ndio wengi. Akifa Mchonyi wa Chonyi ndio wengi. Akifa mtu wa Lamu ndio atakuwa watu wengi hapa. Akifa mtu wa bara, subhana rabbil izza, sijui atazikwa na nani. Muhammad Karioki aje afe hapa, atazikwa na nani katika sisi? Hatumjui, tutasema hivi. Mpelekeni Sakina mjini. Manake Sakina ndio pelekwa watu wasokuwa na watu wao. Vipi Muislamu atolewe mtu hapo pelekwe Sakina kwa sababu hana mtu? Ni mfano tunauliza. Sijui kama mafanyia hivyo watu hapo. Lakini sidhani akafa Onyango Omari kama atapata janaza kama vile akifa mmoja wetu sisi makabila yaliokuwa mwingi mtu hapa tutahisi kama kumkufa mtu. Naulizeni ndugu Waislamu, mimbar kazi yake kusema kweli. Ni Wadigo ngapi watakuja kumzika Onyango alokufa hapa ambaye ni Muhammad Onyango ama Omar Karioki? Ni Wabajuni wangapi watakuja kumzika Omar Karioki hapa? Ni Wasomali wangapi watakuja kumzika? Ni Waswahili wangapi watakuja kumzika mtu ambaye si Mswahili mwenzao? Ni wanabiashara wangapi watakuja kumzika mtu ambaye kwamba maskini hoye hahe ana kibanda tu pale? Ni matajiri wangapi watakuja kumzika na wanabiashara? Paka afe tajiri mwenzao ndio msikiti utajaa matajiri, magari makubwa yatakuwa hapa, hata parking haitatosha. Watu watatoka mjini, wengine watoke na Kilifi, wanakuja kumzika jidosi mwenzao. Kamba ule udosi utatusaidia kesho mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu ama hapo kaburini. Tukosa kufahamu mambo muhimu. Alokufa ni Muislamu, haijalishi wamjua ama humjui.
Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for keeping it live, Real Talk. Thank you so much to all our viewers who have given us their feedback about the sound system, which had a technical issue, especially on our Facebook stream. Thanks so much for your feedback, and thanks so much for your patience, and thank you for keeping it live, Real Talk, right here on Horizon TV. We said it is a Shuja's week, where we are celebrating some of those people who have made amazing strides, tremendous moves to keep us afloat. People that we celebrate. It's important that we celebrate them while they are still alive, while we still can see them, not cry over their caskets and their janazas when we are laying them to rest. And tonight, we are talking to one Aisha Dafala, the highest female blood donor in this country. Miss Aisha Dafala, comparing our country to a country like Rwanda, where blood is in surplus, compared to our country where blood is in high shortage, where patients have to beg and their relatives would move around asking people to go and donate. In your view, where do you think is the disparity between a country like Kenya and Rwanda?
Okay, last year, the World Donor Day, it was celebrated in Rwanda, and it happened, I was there. So before the World Donor Day, the 14th, we were taken round to the blood bank in Kigali, and we were shown how their system is. And I'm glad to tell you that what I saw in Rwanda was so tremendous, because bloods are in the shelves waiting for patients. But unfortunately in Kenya, patients are in the wards waiting for blood. So if we could borrow what Rwanda is doing, and we have blood bank with the blood, I'm sure we'll be at least far much better than how we are.
But we have the national bank, we have the blood transfusion, we have all this, we have the systems in place. Where do you think is the mismatch? Why do you think we don't have bloods in the shelves waiting for people, just like our neighbor in Rwanda?
It's just that Kenya people are not donating, because we have the banks, we have banks all over, but people are not donating. People are not donating at all. Like now, what we are having now, it's a relative donor. A relative donor is when we have a patient and the relatives are coming to donate for the patient. And we need to improve that in Kenya, because as for the blood bank, we need blood to be in the banks. For the patient, when acquires blood, the blood is there.
Do you think, in your view, that the government is doing enough and the relevant stakeholders are doing enough? I beg your pardon. Do you think the government and the relevant stakeholders are doing enough to see Kenyans being supplied with enough amount of blood in this country? Do you think the stakeholders are doing enough?
No, they are not doing enough. They are not doing enough at all.
In your view, what would you suggest? What would you recommend? What do you think should have been done, or could have been done, or should be done to make at least accessibility of blood easy as and when needed? What do you think can be done?
What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to mobilize Kenyans to donate blood, and I'll be starting to do some awareness and advocacy on blood donating, so we could see if we can have, at least we can improve our blood donation in Kenya. And as the Red Cross, this Dr. Asha Mohammed said, we have a problem of one-stop donor, who somebody comes and donate and go. And what we need is somebody to come and donate, and to be a regular donor is the most important, not to come and donate and go. Yes.
If we take it back, over and above the stakeholders and the people who are being called to donate, what's the incentive? Why should they be encouraged to come and donate? What's the buy-in factor for them? What's in for them? Over and above, of course, helping a fellow Kenyan helping a fellow human, what's in for them? Why should one be a regular donor?
Maybe I talk for myself, because maybe I don't know I don't know what God I don't know what God made me, because I was not inspired by anybody except this friend of mine, Leah. But I have never been told by anybody to go and donate, because even when I go to donate, I was just doing as my personal. Nobody was knowing that I was donating. So, but whatever I want to do now, we need those incentives, because whatever we are planning to do now is we want to do, if somebody donates, there is like an insurance for 1 year. Though I was suggesting to my partner, maybe we pay for a whole NHIF for a whole year. So I think that will inspire people, because when you pay somebody 1 year NHIF, I think that will encourage people to do. Because even when sometime I donate, like when I was given that award, somebody was asking me, how much are you paid? So I was wondering, what am I need to be paid? You see?
Wow, that is quite moving and inspirational. Miss Aisha Defale, if I may ask you, what the one time that you donated blood and you felt so fulfilled, when was it? What paint for us a picture? Tell us the story. When was that day where you donated, and after that you felt so satisfied, so contented, so fulfilled? What is the story?
Yeah, it was 2017. I had on Ikra radio that there was a lady who was in a hospital who needed blood. It was during Ramadan. So I decided to go and donate. It was around 11, and that day I decided to break my fast, just to see this lady since she is in need of blood. I decided to go and donate, and I broke my fast, by the way. So unfortunate that day, because I have a problem with they say my veins are too small, so the lab technician who was there could not get my veins. So I had to go the next day. So when I went the next day, and it was during Ramadan, and I donated, and that lady got the blood. But unfortunately, she passed on. But I don't feel bad when I'm assisting a patient, and she passed on, because I feel I've done my part. Yes, I've done my part, though, you know, when it said, kullu nafsi dhaikatul maut. So her day was I think, I don't know what to say. The day she was supposed to get the blood, and she passed on, but I played my part, you see. So normally I say I can save life even during death. Even if you see somebody is dying, just try and see what you can do to save the life. Maybe you could save the life at that point. Wow. Yes.
Wow. That is so moving, Ms. Aisha Defale. As you're wrapping up this conversation tonight, congratulations once again for the Commendation Award, and I hear that you are gonna get the Head of State Commendation Award this same year, 2019.
Yes, on Jamhuri Day, 12th.
On Jamhuri Day, inshallah, we are looking forward to that, and congratulations in order, way much in advance. Ms. Aisha Defale, what's your message to the Kenyans outside there who are afraid of donating blood, who think that blood donation is not for everyone, who think that irrespective of what you do, our corrupt system will always have it their way? What's your message to them?
Yeah, I'd like to urge my fellow Kenyans that you do your part, you donate, because Even if you hear the blood, wherever it has gone, it has helped somebody. And we don't need to hear a tragedy has happened for us to donate, because when a tragedy happens, when you donate, it can never save a life. Because you see, when you donate blood, it doesn't go straight to the patient. There is a process. There's some testing has to be done. So you see, when the tests are being done, maybe the patient will die. So just make an effort for you to be donating, make it a routine, a lifestyle, and you'd save lives.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Ms. Aisha Defala, for those powerful words. Of course, this is the highest female blood donor who is our Shuja this evening. We are talking about Mashuja Day, Mashuja Week, where we are celebrating our people. And as we are wrapping up this conversation tonight, our ticket to slumber tonight, we are talking about celebrating people while they are still alive. In life, you have a number of people. You have a number of people in your life. But before that, my director is asking me to, there is a question that has come in regarding the stolen blood. And I'm told that there is a question coming in. Say, kindly ask her of stolen blood. What is the message on this? I guess this is bloods that are being donated and are stolen from the blood bank. Ms. Aisha.
That there is no blood stolen. What I know is, I told you, in Kenya, patients are waiting for blood. And I'm sure when somebody donates blood, it goes direct. So there is nothing at the bank. So there is no blood stolen. There is no blood stolen because patients are waiting for the blood. So there is no way the blood can be stolen.
Wow.
Yes.
So you say there's no blood that's being stolen. Every blood that's donated gets to the patients. That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, every blood, like me, I can assure you, when I have a patient who acquires blood, since I'm a regular donor, and not that, I'm a regular donor. A regular donor is somebody who donates. Like when I donate, I don't know where my blood goes. So when I need blood, my patient gets the blood. So there is no blood which is stolen. I can assure you that.
Wow. Thank you so much. We thank you for the good work that you're doing in saving Kenyans' life. We thank you and we appreciate you. As we are wrapping up this conversation this evening, to our viewers outside there, our message tonight is about this Shuja's Week, where we are celebrating people, our forefathers, founding fathers of this nation. Of course, a day that we are celebrating 20th of October, every other year. We are celebrating this day. There are people outside there who have impacted you, have impacted your life in one way or another. In this highly toxic world, where people are not being celebrated and are not being told of the good things that they have done over years, until when they are gone is when we see everyone coming out there and telling us about how good they were and about how attached they were to Mr. X and X or Mrs. Y and Z. Just thinking aloud, what the worst that can happen if you take a moment and appreciate them while they are still alive? What's the worst that can happen if you buy them flowers and give it to them before waiting until they're dead and putting flowers on top of their casket or wiping your tears when they are gone? What's the worst that can happen? What's so bad? What will harm you if you just pick up that phone right now and call that person who has impacted your life in one way or another and just tell that person thank you and that you celebrate that person? What's the worst that can happen? What's the harm, right? So our beloved viewers, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let us celebrate our heroes and heroines while they are still alive. Let's not wait until they're gone for us to start and write full scopes and pages and pages and pages of, and eulogize them in pages and pages. Let's talk to them right now. Let us celebrate them. Let us call them and let them know about the impact they have in our lives. Let them know the impact that they have in this world. Right? In a highly toxic world like we are living today, in a highly unprecedented times like Corona, where mental illness is on the rise, maybe a good word from you is going to save a life. Maybe a good word from you is going to encourage a person to do more and more. Maybe just an appreciation from you is going to make someone to stay alive, give him hope, and make him or her do what he or she keeps on doing to save more lives. So today, I take this chance and appreciate everyone who makes Live Real Talk to be Live Real Talk. From my executive producer, Abu Sufyan Ahmed, thank you so much. My producer, Suleiman Nachesa, thank you so much. Abdul Ghafoor Anasi, the director, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Muhammad, Hassan Idris, Muhammad Sam Obura. We have Nasser Hassan, Muhammad Otweo, Muhammad Gitonga, Salma Salim, Saida Abud. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guess what? Most importantly, thank you so much, our viewers. Without you, we would not be doing this. Without you, I would not be sitting here every Friday night to present to you, bringing in guests and having this conversation that you are requesting for. Without you, none of this is possible. Thank you so much. Before I forget, and before I give my guest chance to give her parting shot, I want to take this opportunity as well to give my heartfelt, deepest appreciation, to show my gratitude to the board of directors of HorizonTV. From Professor Abdul Latif Sajay, Honorable Bilal Kero, Mr. Abdul Bari Hamid, Mr. Ibrahim Ahmed, Mr. Abdul Qadir Hawa, Mr. Muhammad Suleiman, and all other members, including Sheikh Jamaluddin Osman, all other members of Tamas Communication. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for providing this platform. You are our Shujaz. We celebrate you. I, Feisal Kassim, do celebrate you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Ms. Aisha Dafala, your parting shot before we wrap it up this evening.
Yeah, I'd like to urge my fellow Kenyans that the campaign of having people to donate have started, and I would want to leave you with my number. Whoever would wish to donate, you can call me, and when I'm doing the blood drive, you can participate. And I want to have like a inter-county blood donation. I want each county to be donating its own blood. I don't want to see any person coming to Nairobi or going to any town to go and look for blood, because each county has its own people, and you should start donating for your own self. And I wish I could give my phone number: 0742 470 330. I can repeat.
Would you mind repeating that again?
0742
okay.
470 330.
And where are your offices? Maybe if someone would want to reach you.
My office is in Kibra Drive at Ayani 42.
Ayani 42.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much once again, Ms. Aisha Dafala, for your time this evening. Thank you so much to all our viewers for keeping us company. Of course, as always, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the crew that made this possible. Thank you so much. We can never say thank you enough. I have been your host, Feisal Kassim, and this has been Live Real Talk. See you next week, same place, same time, as we are tackling, guess what? What was just launched this week? I'm talking about Building Bridges Initiative. This is a time for you to go through the document, read it, understand it, dissect it, let it get into your blood and nerves, because next week, with an amazing panel, we are going to be right here discussing that topic. I've been your host, Faisal Kassim. See you next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thanks so much for your time.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله